Hey guys, Eric Gomez here, your career coach and recruiting expert. I'm very excited about today's video because you're gonna learn everything it takes to get a slam dunk on your interview. In this video, whether you're a C-level executive or this is your first job that you're interviewing for, I'm gonna give you every single tip that you'll need to land that job. I will go into a step-by-step process so that you can prepare for any type of interview, and I want you to stand out amongst your competitors, and I want you to knock the socks off your interviewer. First step, job descriptions. 99% of job descriptions have an intro, responsibilities, and the requirements or qualifications that they're looking for in this new hire. Most people only take a few minutes to go through a job description and do a mental check if they have the qualifications or experiences that they're looking for in the role. It would be something like this. People go, oh, Windows, check on the job description. Team player? Yeah, I'm a team player. Check. All right, marketing experience? Who doesn't know how to market? Check. HR? I'm a human being, so obviously I know human resources. Check.
That is not how you look at a job description, and that's not how you prepare yourself for an interview looking at a job description that way.
Here's the secret sauce on how to look at a job description. When you see a job description, what do you see? A bunch of bullet points, it's written in statement format, and basically your mind naturally just goes off a checklist through it. Well, here's the secret sauce to look at a job description correctly. You want to put a how, what, or why in front of the statement so that it turns into a question. And then you want to answer the question. For example, a job description might give a simple statement like this: responsible for effective communication and interaction with the business users. What you want to do is change that into put, how have you been effective in your communication and responsible for the business users? Putting the how in front of it and transitioning it into a question gives you the opportunity to answer it. And then when you answer it, you have a script that you can create. Most job descriptions are written based off what the hiring manager needs. Use that to your advantage. This is the perfect way to anticipate incoming questions in the interview. Step number 2, research your interviewers. Make sure to request a list of the people interviewing you if it wasn't already given to you through an email. All right, I want you to check out their LinkedIn profile. I want you to check out their Facebook, their Instagram, their TikTok. Maybe they have some really great stuff on TikTok, but I want you to find any similar interests or what maybe the interviewers are passionate about. Maybe you find out their favorite sports team is the Lakers, which would be awesome. But you want to find out what their interests are, and you want to use that to your advantage in the interview. Now, I know some of you might feel weirded out or feel like you're stalking them, going through all their social media, but I'm going to share with you a wonderful tip. They'll be doing the same exact thing to you if they want to hire you. So if you're obsessed with cute cat pictures, then make sure to set your social media to private. You do not want to see your potential bosses stalking your social media and finding out your obsession. Hide that, keep that to yourself, and then when they hire you, share with them all your wonderful pictures. Also, like I mentioned before, maybe you find out that they're a part of a nonprofit, they're a volunteer, or they're on the board, or you went to the same high school as them, or you went to the same college as them. This is all intel for you to share with them, that you have similarities, which creates a rapport, a relationship with them right off the bat in an interview. Step number 3, research the company. This is an excellent way to impress your interviewers, your knowledge of the company. And what would also impress your interviewers is hitting that like button and subscribing for future videos. I guarantee They would love that. So I want you to check out the company's website. I want you to see if there's articles written about the company. Check out the About Us page. What's the company's core values? How do the core values align with your values? What's the company's mission statement? Do they have a wiki page? Look to see if they have a YouTube account, or maybe they have a Facebook page. There's so many different websites or social media platforms that companies are putting themselves on, which is key intel for you. One of the most common sites that everybody goes to when looking up a new company that they're interviewing for is Glassdoor. But in my experience, I want you to take it with a grain of salt. And if a company that you're interviewing for sells a product, buy the product, test out the product, read reviews on the product. You should know that product inwards and out before going into the interview. You should be able to share with them what you love about their product. Number 4, practice the common interview questions. Almost any interview you do is going to give you the standard interview questions, and I want you to be prepared. Some of those questions would be, tell me about yourself. What's your reason for leaving? What are your salary expectations? What are your top 3 strengths and weaknesses? Why should we hire you? You should know the answers to those questions inwards and out because they're so common. And if you're looking for a video that will tell you the top 10 most common interview questions and how to answer them and nail them, then click the link below because I already did a video on that. So it should be right here, yeah, right there, or maybe right there. Step 5, come up with questions you'd like to ask the interviewers. At the end of every interview, we all know what they say. Do you have any questions for me? The answer, yes. Come prepared for that question. Write down your questions, bring them to the interview. Yes, it's okay to have pre-written questions out for you. No interviewer is ever going to get upset about you writing your questions ahead of time. And when they're done answering your questions, this usually means the interview is about to end. And this is your perfect opportunity to show them some respect and thank them for their time. Small gestures like that go a long way. Step 6, have a positive mindset for the interview. The more prepared you are, the more you've practiced, the less nervous you'll feel for that upcoming interview. Right before the interview, put away your notes and take 10 to 15 minutes to prepare your mind for the upcoming interview. It's a crucial time for you to get your head on straight. You'll remember what you'll remember for the interview. Most people don't remember every single line on their notes before an upcoming interview. So I want you to take 10 to 15 minutes before the interview to get your mindset right, to get it in a positive, confident, energized mind and ready to rock that upcoming interview. And even if you don't have all the skills for the role, that they have 100% belief that you would be able to take on the job. And let me share with you a little secret. Nobody ever has all the skill sets on a job description. Most of the time, hiring managers write a job description of all the dream things that they would love somebody to have in this role. But most of the time, they hire people with only 50% of the stuff on a job description.
I want you to walk into that interview with the mindset that this company would be lucky to hire you.
Step 7, debrief your interview. If you had a phone, in-person, video interview, it doesn't matter. You want to debrief that interview. It is crucial. What you'll want to do is you'll want to immediately write down the questions the interviewers asked. And you also want to write down your responses. This is a perfect opportunity to set yourself up to win for the second, third or fourth interview. And I even see some C-level executives that have 6 interviews before they decide to hire you. So write down those questions, write down your answers, and review it with yourself. How can you have improved on your answers? And sometimes in the second, third, or fourth interview, they're asking the same questions. So you can even improve on your responses on the same questions that they ask. Step number 4, study your resume. Ideally, you should know your resume inside and out, but if you have 20 years experience, sometimes you forget a couple lines that you wrote on your resume. That's okay. Print out several copies of your resume and hand them to the interviewers, and keep one for yourself. This is really important detail here. Keep a resume for yourself. In case they ask you a question on your resume that you don't remember off the top of your head, there's an opportunity to look down for a couple seconds and then look back at them and talk about what they asked on your resume. It allows you to recall what they asked you on your resume just by looking down for a few seconds. So keep your resume in front of you. Also, please bring a padfolio to your interview. I don't care if this is your first interview you're ever doing or you're a C-level executive, you want to have a padfolio with you because it makes you look professional. You want to have a pen in your padfolio so you can take notes. You can also have your questions written on your padfolio. You want to have your resume tucked in your padfolio. Make sure you have a padfolio for your interview. You can get one at Staples or Amazon, which is one of my favorite shopping spots. I'll put a link down below of my favorite padfolio from Amazon. Step 9, prepare your travel arrangements. If it's an in-person interview and it shows on Google Maps that it takes you 30 minutes to get to their office, then I want you to leave an hour before the interview starts. You just never know what's gonna happen the day of the interview. Maybe the street you wanted to take is closed down. Maybe it starts raining and everyone starts driving slow, or there was an accident that happened. You never want to feel rushed going into an interview because that's going to mess up your mindset. Also, if you live in Los Angeles like I do, the parking here can be horrendous. Sometimes you can't find the right building or you can't find the parking for that building. So you want to leave early for your interview. I always recommend if it takes 30 minutes to get there, then leave an hour before. Step number 10, look professional. You want to have a clean haircut. You want to trim your beard if it's chaotic. You want to get your nails done. You want to get your suit and tie fitted and tailored. You want to look clean. First impressions matter. So you want to look clean for your interview. You want to go the extra mile and you want to feel sexy. You want to feel confident in your outfit and going into the interview, and you want to impress them. Oh, and a small tip is make sure to polish your shoes if you're a guy. I've seen guys look super clean cut, wear the nice watch, fitted suit, and then I look down at their shoes and it's a mess. It's dirty, they didn't polish it. It could ruin the whole outfit. So make sure you polish your shoes. Please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm gonna be coming out with a new video every week here in 2020. And I'd love for you to comment down below and share with us a tip that you do when prepping for an interview. All right, guys, take care. Bye.